gotta believe.
Good morning, everybody. It's the morning after another big loss at Mosaic Stadium to the Edmonton Eskimos. Yes, Rider Nation is in turmoil. Are we going to make the playoffs? Right now, we'll be hard pressed to win another game. Once you get into a losing locker room, it's really hard to turn things around. But that being said, it's not impossible. Things have to change. Everybody out there, and well, not everybody, but majority, blame it on the O-line. Blame it on the O-line. Well, here's the lowdown on the offensive line. First of all, very first game of the season, we lose our quarterback of the offensive line, Clarkey. That was a big loss. You've lost your quarterback, and only bright side, he might be coming back, I hear. So anyway, you've lost that guy. Then you're relying on Vaughn and Ty Rogers to be your tackles. Well, Vaughn, he's the same as last year. He'd been injured and didn't really perform good when he was in there. And Ty turned out to be a real loss. He was useless. A hothead, got too many penalties and still couldn't block. So there you go. You've got a rookie, Bandy, starting at center. 2 new tackles. You got to use Lauderdale out there. Campbell's been useless. And the only bright spot has been Cooper Richardson at tackle. So, and then to top it off, we lose another guard in Furland. He's gone. Well, you never had it. St. John's has to go in there. He was doing okay, but it looks like he's tired right out too now. But that's your offensive line. But that's not the main problem here. You've got a quarterback that's not a pocket passer. And Jones just showed that. Everybody said, oh, Jones, be quiet. Cody's not, it was okay. Jones says he's not a pocket passer. And he just proved it by rushing 3. Rushing 3 guys. And Cody goes back there, can't read the defense, can't find a guy open. Turtles, does a spin to the right, runs right into the tackles. He can't feel pressure. He just can't feel the pressure and where it's coming from. And he's never been good at it, and it's not a thing that you learn. You're gifted with it if you're not. Just look at Bo Levi Mitchell. He's out right now, but he was a master at it. Oh, Ryder, he's liking the river. Flowing pretty good. Flowing pretty good. Come on, Ryder. Yes, Jones proved it. We're just rushing 3. And then he brings the odd time, he brings a linebacker or another guy in on a blitz. And that's on the O-line. They've got to pick him up when the guy comes in. Granted, the O-line should give him a bit more time than what they are giving him. But you got to work with what you're going to work with. So, it's is what it is. You don't think other teams are going to be watching that and saying, well, that's what we got to do to win against the Roughriders. That's what they're going to do. And until you prove that you can beat it, you're not going to win any football games. And Dickie keeps saying, we got to stick with Cody. We can't win with Cody, we can't win. Well, I'll tell you what, we can't win then. I've preached that they should be trying new players, not only quarterbacks, but other players. Get somebody else in there. That's what Jones does. Everybody hated Jones for that. I liked him because of that. If a guy's not performing, he moved him the hell out of there. It's just perform or go. You know, Cornelia, he beat him with his legs. You know, they were rushing up they don't have the push up the middle since Marino's gone. That's another stupid move. Anyway, we got injuries up front there too with Lanier out. He's been out. He was one of our best nose tackles. But things have to change if we want to win, that's for sure. Ryder, come on, Ryder. Let's go. Can't continue on the same path and expect to win. Cornelia, or their cornerhead there, he got gangly legs and he just outrun the defense. You leave him a bit of a hole and he was gone. You know, the funny thing about it all is even after all that bungling and bad play, the Riders still had a chance to win. They get ahead and then the defense can't hold them. It's crazy. The defense seems to have given up the ghost. They've gotten tired of trying to win the game for the Riders. With Cody, 3 times he was given the ball in field goal range. First down in field goal range, yet 0 points. 1 missed field goal, and in fact we went backwards. That's so deflating for the defense that I don't blame them for losing confidence. Now, there's only one solution. You've got to try another quarterback. Give him another chance. What do you got to lose? Let Cody sit on the bench for a while. He's just not proved to me, and never will, that he's a pocket passer and can lead the team to the Grey Cup. Just not possible. Like so many times, he'd drop back, look for a quick split second. He's not even ready to throw the ball. You know, like that's all foot positioning and everything comes into play. But he's not even ready to throw the ball. And he turtles, seems to turn and go right into pressure. Like he doesn't even go the right direction. He seems to go right into the guys. I don't know. Like that's his biggest asset, is running the ball. Maybe it is the play calling too. The coaches have to know that this is what they're doing. 3-man pressure. Design some plays that work on 3-man pressure. You know, give him a chance. I don't know. I know one of the times he had time to throw. Cody had time to throw. Dumps a little wee 3-yard pass to a guy that's got 2 guys covering him, and we need 8 yards. What kind of play is that? And on that play, swerve number 4 was wide open. You could see him there. Cody dumps it off. He just can't see the field. Sorry folks, he can't see the field. Try somebody else. I'm definitely not giving up on the Riders, never will. But has to be changes. You can't, everybody's calling for O'Days to be gone and Dickerson to be gone and this guy to be gone. None of those moves can be made to the off season. You know, you're stuck with what you got, and basically stuck with the players you got. Yeah, you definitely can't blame the reffing on this one, that's for sure. Maybe that questionable call with a fumble. I just can't figure out the ruling on that one. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like how that can't be a fumble and a recovery by the Riders is really beyond me. They say he's down by contact where he clearly wasn't, or he didn't get the ball. They didn't know who had the ball, so it goes back to Edmonton. I just thought anybody, if you hang on, if you get the ball and you're, when you come out of the pack and you got the ball, it's your ball. But clearly it's not under the CFL. But other than that, we got some good calls going towards us. Like that pass interference on Gainey. Like, holy wow. Like, that couldn't have been played more textbook if you wrote it down and showed it to the team and said, this is how you cover. Yet the official, which she couldn't even find her flag for a while, yanked it out and called it pass interference. And to top it off, they challenge it, and of course the command center goes with their official. Oh wow, it wasn't pass interference. And Edmonton, they constantly tried to kick themselves in the teeth and give the Riders the win, but it was this way, Rod. And we did end up, like Cody, it's strange. When it's down to the wire and he has to make a throw, he seems to be able to make them. He made one beauty in the drive at the end. Right over the middle, right over a middle linebacker, and right to the player. You know, can't do any better than that. But until he's under that pressure, he seems not to want to take a chance. He's deer in the headlights. But even on the touchdown pass, it was way behind him, Lenny. You know, and the one pass there to the guy in the right-hand side of the end zone. If you look at the play, the guy is wide open. But by the time the ball gets there, he's covered, and it's a 50-50 ball. It has to be thrown earlier. You don't need to wait and throw a big looper bomb and give it a 50-50. He was wide open before that. Ah, well. Puffing like a steer here. It's a different track I'm on. I'm down by the river at the university grounds. Going uphill here. I'm gonna need a puffer by the time I'm up the top of this hill. I'm out of shape like the Riders, maybe. I don't blame them. This break couldn't have come at a better time. You know, we got a week off. Send them home, heal up, get refreshed, and then get back at it. We got the Bombers next, and you're gonna need all the strength you got. Like I said, if I was the Bombers, I would rest a lot of guys. They got nothing to prove. They pretty well got home. I think they're ahead by 6 points. They got enough points to hang on for home field in the playoffs. No one's even gonna challenge them. Maybe Calgary, but I kind of doubt it. I'd rest my players and not worry about injuries. Yes, even Dickie said in his interview after the game, and things are still flying high, he had to admit that Cody pocket movement is not there. You know, they always say they're going to look at the film. Man, you can't really see too good when he does go back there what the situation is for receivers. But in film, you'll be able to see that. And so if there's nobody open, then we're obviously calling the wrong plays. You know, that one swing pass we threw out to Hickson, like, he's only 6 yards away from him, and he's got two guys covering him. Like, what kind of play design is that? He didn't have a hope. You know, there's a lot of missing cogs right now, that's for sure. Riders got beaten in the trenches on both sides of the ball. You know, even on defense, we're getting battered. We got run out at will. Couldn't stop the run. Why? Tell me why they have Brown, a guy that's designed body-wise, speed-wise to be a nose tackle, out on the end, playing outside. He hasn't got a hope in hell of catching Cornelius. No way. He'd never have the speed. It must be short guys or something. Who would put a guy in a position he can't succeed? We just got thumped on the inside and outside, and it was a disaster. Well, the only good thing about the whole situation is there's nowhere but up. Kind of reached the bottom here, and there's nowhere but up. Anyway, be an interesting bye week, see if there's any moves. I kind of doubt it. You can't go looking for players this time of year, way too late. So until next time, go Riders, go. We got faith in you. You can turn it around, guys. We just got to make the playoffs, like Cody said. Make the playoffs. As long as you got a ticket to the show, you got a chance. So go Riders, go.